So the first two big questions when it comes to mindfulness training a lot of times is, Hank, what position am I supposed to be in? And are my eyes supposed to be open or closed? Let's tackle both of those right now. All right. The bottom line is, for both of these questions, when it comes to posture or eyes open or eyes closed, it really matters. Well, it's really determined by what your goals are and what tradition you're following. Because each tradition of mindfulness and mind training all have different goals or expectations of what that practice is supposed to, bring about. And that's why there's a lot of confusion along these lines, because, well, this guy does it that way, that guy does it this way, and she does it this way, and I heard, this teacher over here told me to do it that way. What's your goal? All right. So when it comes to posture, the first thing that I say is get into a comfortable position. There's not a right or wrong way. Get in a comfortable position. That can be a seated position where you get to the edge of your chair and your posture's up, your shoulders are back, your hands are nice and relaxed on your legs, and your face is relaxed, and your chin, your head is in a nice comfortable position. Maybe your eyes are closed, maybe they're open. Your feet are comfortable on the ground. And so in a nice upright posture like this, where we're sitting on our sit bones, we are aware, we're comfortable, but we're not going to fall asleep. And that may be a needed thing for certain individuals, for certain practices. For others, it may not be. We can also go to a kneeling position. The kneeling practice is when you have a nice little space that you can call your own, or maybe alongside your bed, you can pull out your pad from underneath the bed and the blocks or the seat that you may have there, and take a moment to kneel and be there in that special place. Then we have lying down positions. Okay? And with the lying down, you can go and a wonderful shavasana and let the whole body lay out. Maybe put a blanket underneath your knees or support underneath your knees to take a little strain off the back. You go to a bent knee position lying down. Or my favorite is the static back, and we can go into a whole lot more of the benefits of that static back position as far as its ability to allow you to get a nice chance to relax and release your hips while you're going through. So there is no right or wrong, because you can even do your mindfulness practice in motion, in doing a walking meditation. Now, it can be a little bit trickier if you're looking to do guided meditations when having your headphones on if you're walking, but depending on where you're at and how you want to go about doing it, it's definitely something that you can do, right? I call it moving meditation, and there's a lot of benefit that can happen because of that rhythmic moving of the arms and the legs, and what that does to the brain and how that allows your brain to get into sync and become mindful. So again, there's not a right or a wrong. The important thing is that you practice. Now, when it comes to eyes open and eyes closed, again, it's really going to determine what are your goals and what is it that you're trying to develop, because there's strengths and weaknesses for having the eyes open and having the eyes closed. And there's going to be different practices over the next 30 days here where some are open, some are closed. It's not a right or wrong issue. It's a what is the end and means that I'm looking to create. Okay? So maybe you need to relax the eyes and the mind and the body, and it's time to relax. So covering the eyes with an eye pillow or simply closing them may be the way to go. Other times maybe you're trying to develop that ability to be focused and to disregard distractions so that you can be present no matter what's going on. And practicing with the eyes open is a great way to do that. So again, when it comes to your practice, whether you're practicing any of these exercises, seated, lying down, standing, eyes open, eyes closed, the important factor is that you practice. What we are going to do for today's practice is bring back that diaphragmatic breath like we did yesterday. And again, I just want you to get your favorite song, an empowering, lift up song that makes you feel good, and not something too high, necessarily high energetic that it distracts you and takes you away, but something that brings you into a good mood and into a good place. And pick a posture, any posture. Walk if you'd like to. Eyes open, eyes closed, it doesn't matter. But we want to do that diaphragmatic breath again. Now, if you choose to do a lying down posture, highly encourage you to bring out that deck of cards again. If you choose to do a seated posture or a kneeling posture, for the first part of the song, I encourage you to put your hand on your diaphragm to kind of give yourself a little kinesthetic cue to get that breath opening and closing. All right? Make it enjoyable. And then remember, it's not a right or wrong answer here, folks.